Hello, my dear class 5 students. Now we are going to learn your English grammar again. So please take out your Grammar Express and I want you to look at the chapter 5. We are going to learn chapter 5. The name of the chapter is Adjectives. We have already learned chapter 1 to 4. So adjectives is a part of speech that we have already learned in the previous class also. I want you to listen to my explanation very carefully from the beginning. Otherwise, you will not understand and you can be able to answer the questions I will set for you. Adjectives kan ti chuan noun ti fia tu. Noun chu kan zir to ta ni. Thil ming eng po kan ti kha. Noun soi fia tu hi adjectives ani. Ta chuan adjectives rang an next page kan ziranga. If you look at the picture, do you know what Scotland is famous for? Oh, the beautiful Scottish Highlands, the colourful kilts and unique bagpipes, and the scary Loch Ness Monster. Anti tinin picnic ani grandma khanin Scotland hi inge ming thanna anti an chana chon. If you look at the highlighted words up fia bi ka khain and chuan beautiful Scottish Highlands. Mo beautiful moi kan ti te kha Highlands asoi fia nani tani Highlands. The Scottish Highlands ati mailawa the beautiful Scottish Highlands. Scottish Highlands ka ing angi ani soi fia to beautiful ani. Chuan an kilts te poka hei Scottish ho pon fen ang deuh hi mo mi pa ina an hak thin hi khang te kha kilts their kilts te mailawa the colorful mo rong moi tak te unique aron te unique thil common lo mo bagpipes an ham chin te chuan scary lo om rap thak Loch Ness Monster te pokha an famous na ani an ron chang ani. So a word that describes a noun or a pronoun is known as an adjective. Adjective kan ti chuan noun ni pronoun ni mo soifia tu ani atlang puin not always in shatur so atlang pui thu in ti na ni usually mo eng tiklai pon ni lo nge tur ti na ni lo ani chu ma se atlang puin noun ma mo noun ma anda thina ni the ani. If you look at the next page, you will see read the film review and underline the adjectives. Semi film review hi and all adjectives ni insha ta pianka underline ro utini tani. Brave is an interesting film with fun characters and a great story. Hi film reviews ya atan po lo share o nakina te po kan lazer me theya lekhabu review te po mom. Brave film ka in and chuan it is an interesting film atita film mu nom chuan interesting ka film soifia tu ka ing ang film nge ni ti soifia tu chu interesting ani chuan ing ang story nge ni ti soifia tu chu great ani mo story ro pui tak le mu nom tak film mu nom tak ani Princess Merida is a confident girl. Princess Merida ikha ing ang meichia nge ni ti soifia tu chu confident ani meiche in ring talk takani she is good with a bow and arrow kakhalai khan in ula khata pokan good ti kha adjective ani amaro chu noun ma khan ada khero chuang lawani mo bow she is good with a bow and arrow thalka athiam em ani atiani. Her mother, Queen Eleanor, tries to teach Merida proper manners. Ang manners, yes, ani soifia to proper. Mo, a princess ought to know. However, Merida likes to be out shooting her bow and arrow or riding into the forest. Katakan adjectives. Kansir ang takha umlawa Merida is more like her father, apa chonzoka King Fergusaka, who is actually a bit proud of her abilities to hunt. Meichia de wa ai chuanin ramwa ti khanwam ati zoka apa pokaramwa thiam tak ani One day the queen sends for the 3 tribes of the kingdom. 3 ti te poka adjectives ani More tribes soifia to ingzat ngi ti soifia to ni wangin. Announcing a competition in which the Lord's eldest sons will compete for Merida's hand in marriage. Ti chuan lel pa chuanin khon bolte fatizing upaber te Merida I pasal ni tur khan wa upaber eldest ti te poka adjective ani. Nei tur khanin competition kha siamani ta chuan an in lal in ha royal ka in soifia to ni wangin ka adjective ani a Scotland a chuan ron pung khoma mase Merida I chuan du lawani. She is against this old tradition anti dan phung hlui to tak mai kha zom du lawani. Old ti te poka tradition soifia to ni. Chuan she runs away. She finds herself entering an old which doi thiam upato tak kha doi thiam soifia tu ka old tinia. Witch's cabin far into the forest. There she receives a magic cake that will change her destiny. Ta chuanin doi thiam pitar ina chun tlan lut ta a. Ta chun magic cake kha I adung ta a chu chuanin anun pumpui kha a her dang lam ta ni. The film is a lot more fun. Lot more fun. Lot fun ti thleng khan adjective vekani. If you don't know what happens next, ale pekzel ishat zel khanin amunom tel meni. The magic spell in a cake creates a large problem. Ang problem nge soifia to chu large khani. In the kingdom and her family, in order to break the terrible curse and find her true destiny. Ta chuanin a curse kan ti chuan anchira plak terrible curse mo ani na dik tak true destiny mo akong tur mo quarrel dik tak chang tur kha chuanin anchia raplak tak kha su tangaya. So Merida needs to show real courage. Merida I chuanin ama why sen na dik tak kha a show ngai tani a intir ngai tani chuan chu film chuanin a intir tam chu bera chu a poimo bera chu chung ko in mangai na te tin ngil nei na le chung ko a kan duty kan ti ve tur te poimo za te kha alantira. It is very interesting to see such powerful characters. More interesting te powerful te especially that of Merida the brave princess. Ang princess nge ni Merida I kha princess ani ti kha kan sharingo te ang mi nge ni ti soifia to ho chu confident ti te proud ti te brave ti te mo kang ho kha I ani chung chu adjectives ani adjectives chu thil soifia tu eng thil po soifia tu enternan so thingkung ani that is a tree eng thingkung ani ti kan soifia mi alo that is a tall tree chuan I jump into the river tui luya ka zuang thla eng lui nge kan soilo. I jump into a deep river lui thuk taka ka zuang thla deep ka lui soifia tu ni khatia angkha thil mishing kher ni lo thil reng soifia tu kha adjectives chun ni. The words you have underlined in exercise A are all adjectives. They give us different kinds of information about the nouns used. Ta chuanin kan underline hawa khani nouns te ka ing ange ni ti min shelfia a. Ta chuan information ing ange min pek size chungchanga ing ange min pek alen zong chungchanga large ti min pe ani le upat lama eldest sons kan ti ka khang min pe a number 2 3 min pe a quality chu tam tak min pe ni interesting ti te confident ti te good ti te proud ti te more old ti te large terrible kang ho brave mo ani vekani pakhat chau karon ziak na a. Write one adjective to match the nouns below. An interesting story, a brave girl, a proud king, and old witch. Okay, so an adjective shrang kan in le don ani. Adjectives tikha chiruk kan inanga. Pakhat na chon adjectives of quality. adjectives of quality kan ti chuan adjectives ka an ni na it tells us about the quality of a persons enge ni an ni na dik tak an quality mo mihring ani emaw thil dang pawh ni se chungte chu enge ni kan ti chuan an kum zat te khoi atanga local nge ni ti te an origin te an size an len lam te an color te an shape te mo an feeling an rilunga I to ane te eng anga siam ngen ni ti te eng ange khatyang chi shang khamin petani and then an old book about a young sailor named Lemuel Gulliver mo young ti te kha quality mo chuan English kan tia kha nationality origin Indian ti te Italian French German khang ho song kha adjectives of quality chunga a omani chuan an size te kha mo they were very short men short kan ti ang chi tall kan ti ang chi mo big kan ti large mo colors te the blue in the soldiers in blue and green uniforms jump on Gulliver's red shirt too color karon petani blue green red khang ho song te kha adjectives of quality ani chuan shapes te mo the people of Lilliput wore triangular hats triangular ti te square ti te circle ti te khang song shapes kha adjectives of quality hnuai tin feelings mo feelings or qualities they're wise thing ti te foolish ti te mo khatia ang song kha adjectives of quality tin can you steal our enemy's fleet of wooden warships wooden thinga siam ti te silk siam ani chuan silky mo khatia ang khan chuan judgments kan ti interesting kan ti ang chi te po kha adjectives of quality hnuai eng angen ni ti kan hriat na ni adjectives of quantity omle adjectives of quantity chuan eng zat nge ti min shilani ma se min shilakha countable chau ani uncountable chau ani chhiar theilo tamlam eng zat nge how much pakhat pahni tia kan chhiar theilo te mo khangkha antenan some food chu kan chhiar theilo mo enough space po kan chhiar theilo khatia ang chi chhiar theilo tamlam min shil tu kha adjectives of quantity ni chu chan how much mo how much chuan adjectives of number nen khan hriat pul lo ula adjectives of number chu atamlam soina thawani ma se chhiar thei how many mo Gulliver could carry around 5 men in his chest pocket 5 kan ti numbers ho ang chi te tin some ti te enough ti te po kan mang thei tho ma se atamlam kan soya kha countable noun ni ngai ni okay there are some boys standing there ti taila some ti kha adjectives of number ani awang chu boys kha kan chhiar thei 1 2 3 in kan chhiar thei chu wangin chhiar thei lo tamlam soitu chu adjectives of quantity ani a chhiar thei tamlam soitna chu adjectives of number ani ti kha kan chiang don ani demonstrative adjectives kan ti chon to point out something engemaw kan ko hmu na kha this that kan ti ang kha ma se nounin azui nge na nga yani demonstrative adjectives chu mo awang chu demonstrative pronouns omboka khami anoi lam pathum ka uluk de win lo ngai tha ula demonstrative adjectives ani chuan adjectives in azui anga yani this that ti kha antirnan that land is the enemy's so kan mel mate ramani that ti kha land noun in azui this ti kha ships noun in azui khatyang khan this shirt is made of cotton tite mo ani le this that ti zong kha demonstrative adjectives ami ai ni lo achan chu noun in azui lo chon demonstrative pronoun ani don ani that is my shirt kati chuan that kha noun in azui lo is in azui chuwang chuan demonstrative adjectives ani lo mo that's this that those ti how ti kha noun in azui chuan demonstrative adjectives ani interrogative adjectives chu zo na ani khat achunga kan soi ang cha khan noun in azui zelangai which ships shall I destroy as Gulliver which kan manga ships noun in azui mo which book shall I read engle khabu mo le khabu noun in azui chuan which whose what ti vel khatia ang zong kha interrogative adjectives ani vek lova noun ni na zui lo chuan interrogative pronoun an ron ni don ani what color is your hair iti chuan the interrogative adjectives anianga what is your name iti chuan interrogative adjectives ani lo ti nani interrogative adjectives ni tur chuan noun ni na zui zelangai possessive te pawh mo they tell us who something or someone belong to tu ta nge ti soinani the Lilliputian king praised his men and Gulliver mo his kan ti chuan anei tu possession kan ti chuan nei tu kan soi to ka possession kan zir to ka nei tu soinani chuwang chuan his men ani kha chuan his kha anei tu mi pa ni mo her flower kan ti chuan her flower kan ti chuan anei tu kha me chiani mo their school kan ti chuan anei tu te kha mi pakhat ainan tamani mo khatia angchi kha possessive adjectives anei tu kan soina this is my school iti chuan school soifia tu chu my nangma ini chuwang chuan my ti kha anei tu soina ni boka possessive adjectives an lo ni ta ti nani if you look at the next page circle as many adjectives as you can find in the articles below so here I already underline many adjectives in this article okay ka underline ho kha adjectives chu ani tani chuan khang ho zong kha claim soina te po oma mo khang ang zong kha adjectives ani chuan adjectives can have standard endings and they're not engemo form danga changin adjectives kan let the ani value kan ti chuan valuable like kan ti chuan likeable mo khatyang khan adjectives kan siam the and they're not beauty ti hi adjectives ani lawa mo abstract noun ania beauty chu ma se adjective say siam don chen beautiful mo use ti te po verb ania adjective say siam don chen useful mo useless katyang khan chuan some te po whole wholesome winsome katyang khan why ringot kan belin storm ti chu noun ania stormy thirsty mo antinan al kan bel pon seasonal occasional katyang khan ly kan bel pon asiam thei boka week noun ania weekly friend noun ania friendly monthly katyang khan ous kan bel pon adventurous courageous mom katyang khani exciting excited katyang khan adjectives kan belin interesting interested boring bored katyang khan adjectives kan mang thayani underline the correct adjectives in the sentences below Scotland is home to one of the world's legendary monsters. Everyone has heard of the terrifying Loch Ness monster, although there is no evidence of its existence. Nessie, as she is affectionately called by the locals, is extremely popular. The first so-called sighting was recorded in 1933, and since then, Nessie has been a great inspiration for all kinds of folk tales. The myth of a sea creature from the frozen waters of Loch Ness has been the inspiration for many thrilling films. Okay, ito na chuan adjectives pandan di kan soidonani. Adjectives man dum theya pakhatlik man turti na ni mi alawania ta chuan pakhat na chuan alan dan le kan ngai dan kan ziak ma sabirang nice wonderful interesting annoying more beautiful atam khatyang kha kan va mu dan kha kan opinion kha khang kha kan man ma sakber turani adu ta chuan size le a age le shape alen zong a upat zong le a shape kha mo khang kha alan dan ani chung mo opinion kan ngai dan kan ziak ma sabiranga chumi zo a size age shape chumi zo a color chumi zo a materials mo khatyang zo khanin I noun chu kan mangdon ta ni opsikoma ti ula opsikoma nge omzia opinion, size, color, materials. Tinani. Opinion, size, color, materials. Si, ko, ma. Inti khan a indot dan ka. Inshe thei donani. Opinion kaziak masabiranga si, size, ko, color, ma, materials. Mo asyam da thil. Khang ka indot dan turani. And in ula efa khan. One day mother bear made some porridge. Tasty, wheat. Aron tita. Kaka porridge ka. Ang porridge nga niti kan soifia don chuan. He ta indot dan ang ka opsi koma ka kan rilrulo don ta. Chuwang chuan. Ngay dan opinion. Op. Ani chuan tasty. Chuan he ta materials so anong deya chuwang chuan wheat. One day mother bear made some tasty wheat porridge. Diktani. So the porridge was too hot to eat immediately, so they went out for a walk. Walk ang walk nga inge kan soidon. They went out for a opinion. Nice. Chuan size, H shape, little. Mo, they went out for a nice little walk. She had a beautiful opinion around masa. Chuan long. Mo asay sa kakalle. Tsawani, she had a beautiful long hair. Accidentally broke small wooden chair. Mo. There she ate the delicious warm porridge. Then she covered herself with inge masabirang blue small silky akan inge masabirang kanti chuan achungami khan hen en wangwang opsi koma kha sha ulo ta chuan opinion omlo mo opinion omlo wa chuwang chuan size masabira small chumizo a color oma blue chumizo materials silky mo with the small blue silky quilt kanti tani. When the bears woke up, Goldilocks ran through the green big scary tita opinion green big scary akan enge masaber opinion so enge ni scary la scary chuan size big chuan color green forest. Goldilocks ran through scary big green forest kan ti thei tani. Okay, fill in the crosswords finding the opposites of the adjective given below aranti kanga khan he crossword kan ti chuan khatuna kati sakang che ukhanita zia ka shilang cheunga next ate pola ommei thinang mani ti thiamnan across kan ti chuan a phei turani a phei zong in a word kha turani down ani chuan a chuk zong in chuan across one a chuan awake anita a opposite to enge a phei zong in asleep one awake to asleep more chuan one down to unreal opposite to real khatyang khan adiklo chuan kha adik theilo pakhatin ti diklo chuan diklo de uvek zel the ani mo chuan across four a chuan poor to rich ro opposites zel tur kan ti kha poor to rich chuan two down a chuan happy sad chuan five across a chuan unkind kind chuan three down a chuan humble proud six across a chuan enge child naupang adult puitling tro chuan seven down a chuan first last chuan across nine a chuan false to true chuan down a chuan bright to dull tikhana dik ta thlap many replace the adjectives in brackets with the synonyms from the word. Opposites to aletling ti nania anilolam. Synonyms kan ti chuan omze in ang ti na. Synonyms to omze in ang ti na. The judge was fair and impartial. Khaibik nailo impartial just. The judge was fair and just in her ruling in court. Mo the unwell nuamlo, damlo, sick. The sick children of the class were sent home immediately. Number 3, the old ancient. More, the ancient ruins of the Greek temples are still in good conditions. Number 4, the Khans live in the gigantic Tulianti Nani, huge. Mom, the Khans live in the huge house at the end of the road. So number 5, on the courageous to why sent in Tawani when the brave knight fought the dragon all by himself. You will do all the work by yourself, and I also want you to read very carefully this part. Okay, this part, read very carefully. I want you to know what are adjectives of quality, what are adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, and possessive adjectives. I want you to know all this. I'm going to set questions from here also. Not only from the work you have done, I want you to learn this one as well. Okay.